1968. In the poor Hammanskraal township in the north of Pretoria, a young girl studies under the bare streetlight outside her power and candleless home, hungry and shoeless. None of the passers-by can imagine that this child is destined to become one of Africa's great business leaders and the first female CEO of Big in Africa, operating in the traditionally male-dominant world of engineering. Her name is Snowy Joyce Khoza, a name that would in years to come echo throughout the corporate boardrooms of the continent. Clicking stilettos in the corridors of power, the story of Snowy Joyce Khoza. Through an unrelenting belief in God and in herself, sheer hard work and determination, the spirited disenfranchised young girl managed to obtain a PhD and MBA degrees to become an inspiring leader, independent thinker, passionate community caregiver, development activist, and role model. A woman who has earned the respect of engineering industry professionals across Africa. On the 1st of October 2010, when taking the position of CEO of Big in Africa, Dr. Snowy Joyce Khoza was destined to change the business trajectory of the company forever. Her vision has taken Big in Africa on an exciting journey of change to reposition the company as one of Africa's esteemed premier infrastructure development activists and social upliftment engineering specialists. Determined to transform the lives of impoverished Africans, Snowy successfully spearheaded the repositioning of Big in Africa from an engineering firm to an infrastructure development company with a conscience. Her concerns for the continent and all those communities and individuals whose plights have touched her heart motivated her to introduce the element of beneficiation for those who live on the periphery of a project. This concept has become an integral part of Big in Africa's business philosophy. The company is now a thought-leading multinational company with a red-hot brand of doing good while doing business. Under Snowy's motivated leadership, Big in Africa prides itself in constructively assisting African governments to realize their developmental goals. Walking the corridors of power in her stiletto heels, Snowy has made good her promise to transform Big in Africa into a true African company providing African infrastructure development solutions that actively seeks the best outcome for client, community, and country. She forged strategic partnerships across national boundaries, driving the company's expansion of its African footprint and ensuring that it secures mega projects across the continent. From a solid base in South Africa, she fearlessly embarked on an expansion strategy and opened offices in Botswana, Namibia, Zambia, and Ghana. Under her reign, Big in Africa clinched projects in more than 15 other African countries, including Malawi, Angola, Rwanda, Nigeria, Kenya, Congo, Lesotho, and Tanzania. As a committed African community development activist striving to improve the quality of life of people through infrastructure development, Snowy has won many international accolades. She was recognized in 2016 by Women for Africa, a London-based organization, as one of the top international African women leaders in her sector. In 2015, she was recognized by the South African Young Professionals Forum of the Council for Engineers for uplifting women in the construction industry and consulting engineering profession. In the same year, she was recognized by CEO Global and was honored with the prestigious Lifetime Achievers Award as a most influential woman in Africa. She was awarded the Top Performing Business Leader Award in South Africa during the 13th South African Business Awards and received recognition from the Unashamedly Ethical International Organization for exemplary moral and ethical behavior. Snowy is recognized as an exceptional leader, human being, and woman of virtue, but never aspires to claim greatness for herself. For Snowy, it is always about Big in Africa, the African continent, and its people. Through her involvement, Big in Africa has taken massive strides in reaching out to and developing the African continent by doing good while doing business. During Snowy's 5-year tenure, the group received widespread industry accolades and clinched more than 20 awards from across the globe, including awards for business excellence, Top 5 Gender Empowerment Engineering Company, Best South African Multidisciplinary Infrastructure Development Company, Best International Project, Best Mentoring Company, Top Infrastructure Development Company of the Year, and Top 2 Best Managed Engineering Company. Snowy, you have come a long way in your personal capacity, from being a little shoeless girl studying under a street lamp to an inspirational and respected African business leader. You have also paved the road to Damascus for Big in Africa to become the preferred African provider of sustainable infrastructure solutions, improving people's quality of life. May the clicking of your stilettos in the corridors of power on the African continent be heard for many years to come.